Sorry, but I'll tell it to the camera, nobody needs a movie about Han Solo as a kid, because he was already
It wasn't
a badass.
as a kid, it was a young adult.
Okay, young.
It's not a child.
He was that in...
It's not a child.
He was that in A New Hope. We already have that. My name is Justin Abel. I am a producer and mix engineer based out of Portland, Oregon. And yeah, happy to be here. And so, yeah, I grew up like in Boy Scouts and like outdoorsy, you know? So through Boy Scouts, I met some people who are musicians and played bass, and so I started hanging out with older kids that were cool and were in bands and stuff.
That was the thing.
That was the thing.
Yeah.
And I had already picked up guitar a little bit. I could play Green Day songs and stuff. So we started jamming, and so like before 6th grade, I got in my first band. And so we were like playing the Hawthorne and the Roseland and the Satyricon, like all the venues around Portland, right? As much as I can. I was a guitar player and singer in those bands. And then in high school, I got into a band as a drummer, which I had just like kind of picked up because a drummer left their kit at my house.
Yes.
So it was just like, oh, cool, yeah.
The Cinderella story, the rise to fame.
Yeah, for sure.
Kid left his drum set.
Exactly, yes. It was perfect, man. And so, I had already done a couple EPs in different studios around town, and I was always the guy that was sitting right behind the producer, like, oh, what are you doing? Oh, you can change a drum sound like that? You know, and it always like really interested me. I just had never done it before. So I was like, man, I'll give this producing thing a try. So I bought a Mac and an 8-channel interface, a little drum mic pack. Like everything
basics.
I needed to just do a song, like for real. And so started recording myself and started recording bands like really soon after, because I did an EP for my band that, you know, is like somewhere, probably out there somewhere. Nobody listened to it. Yeah, totally.
Do not search this.
This is like MySpace days. This is like pre SoundCloud.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like I just started working with local bands for like nothing a day, you know, very little a day. But I kind of started my business in my parents' basement, and went to college at the Conservatory of Recording Arts and Sciences in Phoenix right after high school, and then got married right after I graduated from there. Moved to Nashville, and I was there for a bit interning in a studio, and then I had the opportunity to move back here and open up this studio in this space. And so that was the catalyst to get Hunter and I back in Oregon, which that's where we wanted to be anyways. Nashville was cool, it was amazing, and I could see us going back there at some point, but at this point we don't have to be. I mean, there's so much music work here, and I'm doing so much remote stuff that it's like, yeah, I don't know, I'm mixing a band from the East Coast right now, and it's just, you know, we're literally a phone call away. It's as if we're working together. Even when I'm working with people here, I don't see them a ton, you know. We're together for a couple days, and then I'm working on their stuff alone.
Yeah.
So it has never been better to be a small business, you know? Yeah. Because you can stay top of mind so easily. Yeah. If you're diligent. I mean, it's not. Like, I mean, look, I slack on Instagram. Like right now, I'm in a slump. You know,
that
and
maybe this will be, is just
it really is. It really is. It's sad, but still, it's something that's always there, and you can always come back to it when you.
That's the beauty.
You know,
So. Like literally just searching through the DMs and just finding people and just emailing.
Exactly.
Like you have the world's phone book at your fingertips.
Exactly.
So.
Oh yeah. Well, and it breaks the barrier in between bigger people that you'd never normally get to talk to.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's another really cool thing about Instagram and social media is, you can meet people way fancier than you really easily. Yeah. If you play your cards right. Yeah. You know? And so Instagram was my way of showing the world that I'm serious about this, and I'm actually doing this every single day as my day job. Like I do not have a different job. And so that was my way of staying top of mind and to show people how serious I was. That I'm not just like some kid in a barn. Yeah. You know? I'm like, for real, come to me and we can make something special, you know? And it took a good 2.5 years to really get steady work. Yeah. I was lucky when I was starting that my wife is a very hard worker, and she had a coffee shop job that could supplement enough income that if I didn't have any work, it wasn't that big of a deal. And I also, yeah, exactly. And I also took a lot of live sound work to supplement, because there's infinite live sound work. Like if you're trying to get into the music industry and like trying to be a producer, do not be too good to do live sound work, because you can there's literally infinite. There was this moment, it was like 2.5 years into being here, and I had a record fall through like a week before we started or something like that. And it was like kind of still early on, and like money was tight, and like I knew artists' money was tight, so like I was a little bit more lenient on my deposit situation. And so I didn't have a deposit from this person, and he dropped like a week before, right? And I was like, dear Lord, like this is really bad. And I remember, I'm like a very positive person. I stay very positive.
Dude,
I have like
optimism.
It's everything. Like you choose to be an optimist and stay positive, because it does affect everything in your life, and it affects everybody around you. You know?
Yes.
So I remember coming home and just having this breakdown of, it was Bo was there, because we lived together at the time, and obviously my wife. And I was like, I don't know if this is just maybe I'm not cut out for this. So that was the lowest of low. And then there was this moment where like I made a couple different accounts online. There's like Sound Better, which is like a producer's LinkedIn, basically. So I made a Sound Better account. I still never have ever paid for marketing in any way, but that was my way of like, maybe this is a different avenue that people could find me. And I updated all my Facebook information and all of this stuff. And it was, the internet gods were with me. It's pretty crazy, because ever since that down moment where I made a decision of, you know what, I'm gonna keep at this. I'm going to grind to no end and network my freaking face off, so that I can continue to do what I love and what I know that I'm supposed to be doing. So it's a grind to get there. You have to really want it, because there's years of not making a lot of money. I'm gonna be here for a long time, and come make records with me. It'd be fun.
Thank you so much for your time. I know it's super precious, and I can't wait to see what this place becomes to, and show updates in the future and stuff.
Totally. So. Thank you so much, man. I really, really appreciate your time.
Definitely. Good seeing you, brother.
Good seeing you.